Islamic work ethic can be defined as a collection of principles or belief system originating from Al-Quran and Sunnah relating to the concerning and work hard. Islamic work ethics is not only focused about doing a good thing, but it also emphasizes about worshipping to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who created this world while doing a work with a good ethics.
So, for the past few months, we got an assignment from Dr. Khairunneezam for his subject, Islamic Work Ethics. So, the assignment focuses on critical argument skill and contains three parts, which is the interview, the theoretical part, and the critical argument. So, I am in charge for the interview. And I need to do an interview with any Islamic scholars from USIM regarding the title given to us, that is Ethics and Akhlak and Corporate Social Responsibility CSR. So I've contacted a few lecturers from USIM and finally got Dr. Anita as our interviewee. Even though there are problems here and there and this pandemic, but the interview went smoothly.
The word ethics is come from Greek word ethos, which means custom. Ethics is a science study of good and bad by observing human action as far as mind knows. Ethics also can be defined an act of good or bad and right or wrong. In Islam, ethics means morality. Islamic ethics is universal and comprehensive that all people can accept it at any times and places, including politics and leadership.
Akhlak is plural word for the Arabic word khuluq. Akhlak refers to natural habit, attitude, dignity or lifestyle of individuals or group. Islam institutes a living order. Al-Akhlak built on a solid foundation with four basic importance. Firstly, the maintenance, protecting and safeguarding of one's cordiality with Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Secondly, the maintenance of cordiality with oneself. Thirdly, the maintenance of cordiality to one's fellow being. And lastly, the maintenance of cordiality with the non-human being. So, after we did the research from various sources and interview, we thought that ethics is the invention of man himself to encourage individuals to practice the value of goodness. Besides, this ethics is also something more to the law because what? Because this ethic is to make a person to be more disciplined in doing something, while akhlak, in our view, it is a natural trait that exists in us to practice real value in our life. When this ethic and akhlak are combined, then it will make a person to be more quality and useful person because this ethic and akhlak is complements to each other. It will encourage a person to do good values. Next, ethics and akhlak are inseparable from human beings or mankind because everything we do, it will be guided by our ethics and akhlak. For example, before we want to eat, we need to recite a dua. Or even we want to do something or an act, all of this we need to involve in our having manners, ethics and akhlak.
Islamic perspective on CSR, the concept of benevolence or kindness toward others is an important contributor to the responsibility of the people toward the society. Benevolence is described as an act which benefit person other than those from whom the act proceeds without obligation. The concept looks somewhat similar to the CSR, but Islam focuses on volunteerism, activities which have no other function than to gain Allah's pleasure. CSR is a concept which emerged gradually and still looking for its legitimacy. there are 5 broader theories associated with CSR based on different perspectives: classical theory of CSR, social contract theory, instrumental theory, legitimacy theory, and stakeholder theory.
The concept of CSR from Islamic perspective, it is required to know the Islamic worldview, the fundamentals of Islam such as Aqidah, Ibadah, and Akhlak. Dr. Anita also agrees that Islam had provided guidance for every stage of human life that include business activity. In Islam, the economic activities of the organization are not only to achieve profits but also the common welfare. So, that is how Islam take care of social welfare. We observe that in an organization, the manager should take care of social welfare and take along with Islamic perspective in daily routine at work. This will not only to fulfill the obligations of worker but to fulfill also the Allah's command. By instilling these values, job function will run smoothly as any conflict will be dealt collaboratively. Everyone must follow the Islamic perspective so that the business they are doing will be pleasing to Allah and does not make the illegal job by not using the right methods such as cheating, monopoly, and others.
In conclusion, as we can see, the ethics and moral carry different meanings. Everyone needs to be ethical and also moral. As a Muslim, everything you do must be guided by the Quran and the Sunnah, and it is necessary to make the Prophet Muhammad an idol. Similarly, with corporate social responsibility, everyone must have a sense of responsibility and a sense of compassion toward all things. The most important thing is, as a leader, it is necessary to take care of social welfare with all parties, with employees, customers, and communities, because that way it can increase profit for the organization. Islam is the universal religion for mankind as revealed in the Holy Quran and is a complete way of life ad-din and not a form of private consolation.